Hi, my name is Stephanie Stamus and welcome back to Pregnant PT. I have been so sick for the last 2 weeks. In fact, this is probably the sickest I've been in a very long time. And I know that's kind of common when you're pregnant because your immune system's down, and even worse than that, you can't take any medication. But my last video post was all about resting and really listening to your body. And so I've really been trying to do that this week. I've been trying to rest, sleep as much as I can, take naps throughout the day. And I've noticed so many changes in my body just from allowing myself to rest so much. The first thing that I've really noticed is that my baby has grown a lot. It's almost like over the past 2 weeks, my belly just has gone straight out. And I think it's because I basically took 4 days to sleep on and off. I took off of work and just slept. And then since going back to work, I've just been really prioritizing resting. And so I think baby's grown a lot. The other thing that I've noticed is because I haven't been really active or doing much exercises, that my abdominal wall isn't coming together in the front like it was before. Meaning I'm starting to get a little separation in the front. And I'm really noticing this getting in and out of bed. When I lift up to get out of bed, I'm getting a little pooching. I've also noticed when I'm trying to go back to my abdominal exercises and doing my core strengthening that it is pooching as well. I need to work even harder to try to get that front back together. And so what we're gonna do today, I'm actually gonna show you what that looks like so that if you're pregnant, you kind of know what to watch out for. And then I'm also gonna show you some ways to modify getting in and out of bed and some things that you can do to pre-engage the abdomen, pre-engage the trunk in order to protect the abdominal wall and the lower back. So let me go ahead and show you what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna go over how to get in and out of bed while protecting your abdominal wall and your spine. And so first I'm gonna show you why I decided to change the way I was getting out of bed in the first place. And this is something that all women can do when they're pregnant. So I'm gonna show you how to check your own abdominal wall so you know when to start adjusting how you're moving. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and lift up my shirt. Okay, so here we can see my abdomen. And so what I'm gonna show you is when I lift up, what happens to my abdomen. So when I lift up, you can see I'm getting some doming here. This isn't coming together in the center and it isn't lying flat. And so what that means is my two sides of my abdomen aren't coming together to counteract the pressure from my abdominal contents pushing out. This doesn't protect my abdominal wall and it doesn't protect my spine. And so this is actually happening earlier than I assumed it was going to be happening. So a lot of women, most women, are not going to be able to just lift straight out of bed later in their pregnancy just because it's uncomfortable. But if you can check your abdomen, you may actually want to pull back on doing that earlier so that you can protect your abdominal wall and your spine. And so there's two things that we can really do about this. First is we can do a pre-contraction of our abdomen. So if you know how to pre-contract, you can just do that by pulling that belly button towards that spine. Or if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. You can use your breath to really engage. And I really like to use the word shush. So what we're going to do is say shh. And you can see how that pulls everything together. My abdomen's nice and firm. Now that's a pre-contraction. And now when I lift, you see that stays more flat. That's not pooching out. That's not bulging out. So that protects my spine. So if you are a woman who's pregnant and you're doing abdominal exercises, really look down and check. Are you getting that bulge? Are you getting that bump? If you are, pull back. Try to do that pre-contraction. And if it's better, then fine. That's good. You can continue with the exercise. Just make sure to do the pre-contraction. But if it's not getting better, then that exercise, unfortunately, is just too hard for you right now and you need to build up to it. And so this is a way that, say I'm on the couch and I want to get off the couch, I can pre-contract and lift. But in the middle of the night, that's the last thing I want to do. And so the other way to really protect your abdominal wall and your spine is to do something called the log roll. So with the log roll, you're going to turn onto your side to get up versus shooting straight up. And the key with the log roll is that you want your pelvis and your trunk to move as one. And so I'm not rolling my pelvis out and then coming this way. I'm moving as one. So I'm going to move my pelvis and my trunk, drop my feet off the edge, then use my arms to push up. And then if I'm coming back onto the bed or the couch, I'm sitting down, I'm using my arms to slowly lay down on my side, lift my feet up, and then rolling back. So again, one more time, this is what it looks like. I'm moving as one. I'm using my arms to push up. I'm coming back down. I'm bringing my legs up, and then I'm rolling as one back to that position too. And that just really helps to protect your abdomen and your spine so that you're not straining it and that you're not getting all that pulling throughout your whole pregnancy. So if you have any questions about that, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to have that conversation with you. And if you're interested in watching more videos, please subscribe.